Well, hello, everybody. I'm Tracy Williamson, and this is the Artist Stage Radio Show right here live on Tabernacle Radio. Thank you, everyone. If you're tuning in live, listening online, that's at tabernacleradio.org. Please tune in every week and every day to tabernacleradio.org, where we have great shows, great music, 24/7. And tonight, we're the Artist Stage Radio Show. And if you're checking it out live on Facebook, please share tonight's show, because as you can see, who I got here with me live right here. And what's your name?
Curtis Lindsey.
Curtis Lindsey is here with me. If you don't know who he is, you should. Chicago's own. He is Chicago born and raised, right?
Yep.
Have you ever lived anywhere else, Curtis?
Nope, only Chicago.
Only Chicago. Chicago's own gospel producer, musician, engineer, extraordinaire, and we're going to say he's one of our new legends. I would like to say that.
Wow.
Well, I think so, because you're doing some legendary work, Curtis.
I appreciate it.
You really are. He's here live with me, so share tonight's show. Let everyone know that Curtis Lindsey is live right here in the studio and on the show, and we're going to chat with him about things he has going on as a producer, an engineer, the people he works with, because Curtis is all over the country all the time, right?
Yep.
He's so humble. He's just like, yeah, it's just what he does. But share tonight's show, because I know all those musicians out there love Curtis Lindsey, so I know you guys want to support him and just show him the love that you have for him. If you want to call in tonight, the number is area code 312-629-4499 if you'd like to chat with Curtis Lindsey. And also, we're going to have another special guest who's going to join us here in a few, and I'll let you know who that is shortly. But thank you all for checking out the show. Again, the number is 312-629-4499. And Curtis, you have something coming up on June 22nd. What is it?
Music from the Heart, Volume 3, the finale.
The finale. So that means it's over?
That's it.
This is it?
3.
Why just 3?
Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
You always got to be deep. You go to church, don't you? But we hopefully it won't be the finale. But we assume maybe he's gonna come up with something else, right?
We'll see what the Lord say.
He does so much stuff and legendary work. So I'm believing that Curtis has more in his pocket for artists. And this is the Artist Stage Radio Show. And you help out a lot of independent artists.
Yep.
Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're an indie artist out there and Curtis has helped you, been a help with you with music from the heart, or just as far as giving you knowledge, wisdom, helping you as an engineer, musician, please share tonight's show and let him know that you support him, because he's doing so many great things. June 22nd right here in Chicago, and we're going to talk more about that on the show. But every week, Curtis, and you've been on the show before, you're one of my first guests, actually.
Wow.
And I want to thank you for that, for coming on the show.
Anytime.
And it'll be a year in October, so that was like last October.
Yep.
That you were here. But every week on the show, I do an affirmation. And we say, don't just become something. This week, I'm saying, don't just become wise. And wisdom is something we ask for. Wisdom. I'm always asking for wisdom, but you don't always know you need it until you're in a situation. Or you've gone through something like, Dad, I could have done that differently or said that differently, but in the midst of it or after the fact, you ask. I think it's best to ask for more wisdom. So I'm saying, don't just become wise. You have any thoughts about needing wisdom in the music industry?
No, we all need wisdom. As far as for me, I never take my gift for granted, and I cherish my gift. I'm grateful to God for my gift, and I'm still learning. Still learning. So any advice and wisdom, I receive it all.
Now, do you read the book of Proverbs to gain wisdom?
Yeah, sometimes.
You know, the book of Proverbs is full of wisdom. I'm not going to ask you what your favorite scripture is.
Don't do that.
I'm not going to ask you. But wisdom is definitely needed as being, if you want to become a music artist or just in life in general, because you never know the different things you may encounter as an artist, a musician, an engineer, an executive. And there are things that you think you know until you are faced with them. So you want to constantly ask God to just give you wisdom. And if you're not praying for it, you need to read about wisdom, and it's found in the book of Proverbs. But we're going to continue with the show. We're going to come back with our scripture and also our industry update. But right now, let's go to some great music. And it is my pastor, Pastor This is my
That's
pastor.
my homie. That's my homie.
He's always putting out good music, and I'm not showing favoritism, but this is a really good song. And it's his current single, Charles Jenkins and Fellowship Chicago, and the song is Can't Turn Back.
I rose this morning in my right mind. Brand new mercy came right on time. Claim it right now, victory is mine. Hand me a stick so I can draw the line. I can't let it bring me down. I can't let you turn me around. Cause I've got God on my side and I've got God on my side and
can't turn back.
No, I can't.
Can't turn back.
No, I can't.
Can't turn back.
Well, I've got God on my side and
can't turn back.
I've been praying, I've been giving, I've been serving, I've been praising. I've got God on my side and well, I've come too far for a stop sign. Holding on, cause Jesus is mine. Holding on, cause Jesus is mine. Waiting on God to blow my mind. 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 I can't let it bring me down. I can't let you turn me around. Cause I've got God on my side and well, I've got God on my side and
Can't turn back.
no, I can't.
Can't turn back.
No, I can't.
Can't turn back.
Well, I've got God on my side and
Can't turn back.
I've been praying, I've been giving, I've been serving, I've been praising, I've been praying, I've been giving, I've been serving, I've been praising, I've been praying, I've been giving, I've been serving, I've been praising. I've got God on my side and everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Hey! Everybody clap your hands. Hey! Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Get it, mother, get it, mother. Clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. Made it up in my mind a long time ago. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. I've been blessed. I've been kept. God's been good. God's been good. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I can't turn back. When I've got God on my side and when I've got God on my side and when I've got God on my side and everybody clap your hands. Put your hands together. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. You say, I know he's alright. Everybody, you say, look at somebody and testify. You say, look at somebody else. Everybody, you say.
And that was Pastor Charles Jenkins and Fellowship Chicago. Can't Turn Back. What you think about that song, Curtis?
Man, it's a hit.
It is. And I'm
It's
not
catchy.
just saying, it's very catchy. And he's saying some good stuff.
Absolutely.
Can't turn back. He said he drawn a line in the I don't forgot the words just that quick. I'm sorry, Pastor G. Actually, no, but I like the part, I'm waiting on God to blow my mind. I'm waiting. Lanasia, are you waiting on God to blow your mind? Oh, yeah. We're going to have Miss Lanasia. That's our other special guest. Miss Lanasia Tyson will be here with us in a second. She'll be joining us. But right now I have Curtis Lindsey. He's here with me live on the show. Musician, engineer, producer. He has worked with everybody. Curtis, can you just share with the people just one of the billion people that you work with?
Right now it's Marvin Sapp. That's the main guy right now.
Uh-huh.
Kenny Lewis, One Voice, in gospel. Tony Titwell, The Gray Boys, Chicago Mass, New Direction, Josh Shroot, and a lot of indie artists. From
Indie
Chicago.
artists. Where are some places that you visited?
Oh man, my first tour was in 2003. I was with the Brown Sisters of Chicago. We went Germany, Switzerland,
Wow.
and stuff. So I was fresh out of high school, 19. Great experience. The only guy with 5 grown women.
Wow. 19. That's something
19.
else. He said with 5 grown women. What did your mother think about that?
Actually, my mom really didn't think I could do music as a career or a living. You know, she always said, "Oh, you need to go to school and get an education. You know, prepare for the future." And you know, I told Mom, you know, this is what I really want to do. You know, my peers, my mentors, Jason Tyson, Ronnie East, Angela Bridges. That's what they did. So that's
Right.
what I really wanted to do.
And you've been very successful. God has
Yep.
truly blessed you.
Yes, really blessed me.
Bless you, Cynthia. And you are and have been a blessing to so many other artists. You mentioned that you worked with quite a few indie artists.
Yeah.
And if you all don't know, what I'm speaking of is the Music from the Heart recording, an event that Curtis has been doing. He said this is the finale, but this is the third one that he's been doing where he's been a blessing to so many indie artists. And we're going to talk more about that as we continue with the show. Curtis, at the top of the show, I gave the affirmation of don't just become wise. As an artist, you have to become wise when it comes to your finances, starting out what your true vision is as an artist, who you want to work with. Curtis, have you, as a musician, I'm sure artists they seek you out, a producer, you do it all. They seek you out, but they definitely have to be wise on who they're choosing, but does it go the same from the engineering and production side?
Absolutely. This year it's been pretty easy to say no to a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Right now, as far as producing people, you know, I really like to pour into them, you know, my knowledge, you know, I guess free consultation.
Free consultation.
Know, the do's and don'ts and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it on that one.
But have there been situations where you've had to say no?
Oh, plenty of
to
times.
Working with certain artists?
Yep. Whether it's budget, whether, you know, we just clashing, you know, in the beginning, you know, so I kind of like step away and refer them to someone else. But yeah, it's been times.
So it's definitely important the marriage between
chemistry.
The chemistry has to be there. Is it easy to pick up on right away, or does it take time?
Well, Percy Gray always told me this. The purpose of the producer, you have to really trust that person. So if you don't trust them, what's the purpose of having a producer?
That's true. Yeah, because they're guiding your project and have to be hands-on.
Yep.
So you're saying that you can kind of pick up on if there is no level of trust or if there is trust there early on.
Absolutely.
So this wisdom thing is important.
Absolutely.
Being wise, and wisdom also comes with experience. It doesn't. People will be wise and have great wisdom and say great things, but true wisdom, I think, definitely comes with experience. Because once you kind of go through some things, like, you know what, no, I'm good, I'm going to go that way, or it turned out, and you continue to operate in that way. We're going to go right now to our scripture for tonight, and it comes from Proverbs 3:7, and I'm reading from the NLT version. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. So we can't just rely on what we think. I've experienced it many times going on what I think, and I have messed up. And I didn't turn away from evil. or whatever it is. And obviously I wasn't listening to God, but we have to listen to him and trust his word and the wisdom that he has for us. So our scripture again is Proverbs 3:7. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Now, Curtis, can you just briefly, before we go to some more music in the industry update, can you tell everyone a little bit of information about the upcoming event, June 22nd, Music from the Heart?
June 22nd, myself and Marvin Sapp presents Music from the Heart Volume 3. We're producing 12 artists, indie artists. And let me say this, the purpose of Music from the Heart is really to give people an opportunity that never did a live recording or may not be financially able to pay what it really costs to do a single. So, but it's a live recording with 12 indie artists on June 22nd in 2 weeks. At Resurrection Life International Church. I think it's 4538 West Fullerton. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door. Lanesia Tyson's one of the artists. Wesley Berry Hill. I don't want to name everybody because off the top of my head. But it's going to be a great night. I got Gus Lacey as my vocal producer, and some great musicians that's really looking out, to help the indie artists as well.
And so when you say helping them, so they're doing a recording, you're engineering.
Yeah, they're pretty much getting a full produced single, mixed, mastered, even artwork.
Wow.
Studio time for vocal comps and stuff like that. The production rehearsal, the actual live recording. For a flat fee of $600.
$600. Now, a few weeks ago about charity, didn't we talk about this about a month ago about the finances? And I came up with an amount that was, say if I'm saying it wrong, charity, tell. I want to say $81,000, but I think it was like, was it 81 or 31,000? It was a lot of money. I can't remember at this time, but I said an independent artist for about a year and a half was easily spend, I'm just gonna say $70,000, and it's probably was about $80,000, because when you look at production, radio, if you're doing it on your own, radio promotions, you said artwork, touring, the project itself, I think I said between $20,000, and that's low.
That's very
at
low.
the times we in. Back years ago, we know that was about right. So he just said, how much did you just say?
$600.
$600. Now that's not for your entire career, but he's talking about for a single.
Yeah,
right?
and it kind of works out, because I'm doing everything.
Okay.
I'm playing, I'm producing, I'm mixing, I'm engineering, mastering sessions. So, they're getting a lot out of me for free.
For free.
I'm not making any money.
Music from his heart. Music from the heart.
Even ticket sales, that's for studios. That's for I didn't tell the artist, you have 2 hours in the studio. If the studio's $75 an hour and you're in there, 4 hours,
It's on you.
it's on me. So
He's paying the tab.
it's a lot. So I'm just trying to get back to Chicago for the finale.
I guess he's saying this is it.
It's a lot. This is the third one. It'd be a total, after this one, would be 38 singles.
Wow, 38 singles. That's a lot, Curtis.
38 singles I've done less than 2 years.
That's a lot. But you know that what you've sown, you already know that God has you. And I'm sure you're not doing it for all what you're going to get back. But he's got you covered. You're highly favored.
I receive it.
Highly favored. And it's music from the heart. And Marvin Sapp, it's a partnership between you and Marvin Sapp.
Yeah,
well?
he really, like I said, I really wasn't gonna do this again, and he really wanted me to do it. I can't really go into details what he has in store.
Okay.
But it's something really good.
It's good. Y'all hear that? So Marvin Sapp is connected to this, but we're going to find out later what the end shall be regarding the connection with Marvin Sapp, who Curtis works with all the time. He's on the road with all the time. But let's check out and see on Facebook. We got quite a few people tuning in. Lloyd Nix is saying, hey.
He's one of the artists.
Lloyd Nix. Wesley Berry Hill.
He's one of the artists as well.
MB Music. He's saying, hey.
Marty B.
Marty B. Amos Greer.
One of the artists.
One of the artists. Jerome Alexander
That's my
saying,
boy.
hey.
That's my boy.
Quite a few. Well, Curtis Lindsey joined the show as well. Dexter Walker, he approved that you've helped a few of your members.
Yeah, Dexter
of
Walker.
his members.
That's the man.
Marcus Curtis is saying, hey, so thank you all if you're on Facebook. Please share tonight's show. Let everybody know that Curtis Lindsey is live in the studio with me on the Artist Stage radio show. Musician, producer, engineer extraordinaire. Let everyone know he is here, and he truly has a great heart and a genuine heart. $600 for one song. Charity, I think I said once, it was a lot, wasn't it? It was.
I don't think people really know, though.
What, how much it really costs?
Yeah, I really don't think they know.
Well, we could say
and
it
I don't want to give the wrong impression.
We'll
though,
give an amount, just to give put
that's
a real
hard
amount.
to do.
We'll give a general amount.
For one song?
One song. Just the production, recording, end result.
Man, it's hard to say. I'm sorry. I mean, musicians, that's your highest budget, you know, and depending on who's mixing it,
that's
you know, as well, you know. I mean, I just say a couple of thousands for sure. A couple of thousand.
And you never, like you said, you're doing it yourself. You may get one person to produce one song, but you may not. That producer may hire 3 or 4 a good set, bass, keys,
band,
drums,
singers,
right? Singers,
studios.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I don't want people to get the impression, oh, Curtis charging $600. That's what the price should be.
No, that's not.
You know, that's just me giving back music from the heart.
He's giving it from the heart. We got some more people saying, hey. Rashawn Irving is saying, hey.
What up, what up?
Christina Lindsey.
My wifey.
Yes. His boo is saying, hey. Trey Davis is saying hello. Jerome Alexander said, 2,000, and that's kind of low.
And even
that's
with
true.
that, you know, like by us being musicians, they think we're not even supposed to get a producer's fee.
Now that's a whole nother conversation, right?
Just because I'm playing and being a music director, I still have to sit through all the vocal rehearsals.
No, you're not supposed to get a production fee, Curtis. You just get the MD, the musician amount. That's it.
The vocal rehearsals, the band rehearsals, the mixing sessions, the mastering sessions. I mean,
background singers. You know, like I said, the full production. And he said $600 for one song. One song. Hey, Alvin White is saying, hey, I don't want to say your name. CC Jones saying hello. Thank you all. Please share tonight's show. Let everyone know Curtis Lindsey is live here in the studio with me on the Artist Stage radio show. Curtis, we're going to keep going with the show because we got LaNasia Tyson. She's going to join us in a sec. We have a caller. Let's go ahead and see who's on the line. Oh, not yet? Okay, we do have a caller, but we'll wait and see. But we're going to keep going with the show. Let me just tell you all, this month is Black Music Month. And I always do my industry updates before we go to some more music. And this month we're going to showcase and talk about artists that we're going to celebrate and honor. And tonight we're honoring the Clark sisters.
Dope.
And you say you've worked with Karen.
Yep.
Karen Clark.
Yep.
Is she pretty phenomenal?
Awesome.
Are you just saying that?
She's awesome.
She's awesome. And that's great because we're
that's
honoring
a legend.
her. Yeah, she is. She's a legend. And we're honoring the Clark sisters tonight on the show for Black Music Month. We'll talk more about the Clark sisters, but we got Jackie, Twinkie, Dorinda, Karen, and of course we have her offspring, and their offspring. We'll talk about Miss Kiki. But we're honoring the Clark sisters. But we're going to go ahead to a caller and see who's on the line. Who's on the line?
Hi, this is Simone Bridges.
Simone Bridges. Hey, Simone, did you call in to talk to? How are you doing? Thank you, Simone, for calling in to the Artist Stage. Did you call to chat with Mr. Curtis Lindsey?
Yeah. Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Simone, how you doing?
I'm doing well. All is well. And yourself?
Great.
Did you have any questions
Good.
From Curtis,
no,
or you
actually, just one of the artists for Music from the Heart?
Oh, see,
and I
wouldn't
just
know
wanted to
that.
show some support.
Thank you, Simone.
Yeah.
So, is it pretty easy working with Curtis?
Curtis is a very laid back guy. But from what I hear, like, you know, he definitely pushes people to reach their greatest potential. So it's definitely an honor to be a part of this occasion, and I'm just excited about working with him, working with the musicians, working with the singers, to make what was a vision for me become a reality.
That's phenomenal. At $600 is what he said, right?
Listen, that is music from the heart. You
it is. And just hearing what
Absolutely.
you're saying, that Curtis is being a blessing to you. You're just one of many that he's done that for, and that he's doing for on June 22nd. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, Miss Simone, and hearing your new music. And I know the world is looking forward to hearing your new music. Is she able to share her song, the name of the song?
Yeah.
What's the name of the song that you're recording?
Psalms 9.
Psalms 9. So that's Simone Bridges.
Yes.
She is on the line now. She's one of the artists recording on June 22nd. So are you on Facebook and on Instagram and everything?
Yes, I am. Facebook, Simone A. Bridges. Instagram, Simone Bridges. Not on Twitter, but I'll get back on there. It's the same thing, Simone Bridges.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So please follow her. She's an up-and-coming artist. She's an indie artist, a support indie artist. And Simone, I want you, once your song is finished, please send it to the artist stage so we can play it right here on the show.
Absolutely.
I'll make sure that you just check in with me. I'll make sure Curtis has information so that we can play your new music right here on the show. Well, thank you for calling, Simone. And please share tonight's show and let everybody know that Curtis is here on the artist stage.
Absolutely. God bless you, Tracy. God bless you, Curtis.
God bless you too. Have a great week. Thank you, Simone. We had a great caller calling in. We're going to talk some more with Curtis. Like I said, it's Black Music Month, and we're honoring the Clark sisters. We're honoring Curtis Lindsey and all of the great artists that he will be recording on June 22nd. When we come back, we're going to have Miss Lenasia Tyson sitting right here with us, and she's going to talk. She's one of the artists that will be there on the June 22nd. So share tonight's show. We got people saying hey on Facebook, where we're going to go to some great music. Quincy Pinkston is saying hey.
Oh man, that's a legend.
You know Quincy?
Oh man, he probably changed my diapers.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well,
my mom's, my auntie's home church grew up there.
so we got people supporting you, Curtis.
Yeah,
That means he's doing a great job.
one of the first ones that showed me some stuff on keys too.
Oh wow. Thank you, Quincy, for checking out the show and supporting Curtis. And share tonight's show. We got quite a few people checking in. We're going to say hey to everybody on Facebook, but let's go right now to some more great music. This is a great song. And call in. If you want to call in, that's 312-629-4499. Let's go to Brian Courtney Wilson with his new single, A Great Work.
Sometimes there are obstacles in the road that can leave you feeling low, and you don't know how to move forward. And sometimes there are turns you want to take, but the way gets hard to trace. Now you're wondering, how did you get here? But don't you give up until you see how God is ordering your steps, so you can walk into your seats. He that has begun a great work in you is faithful to perform. God is faithful to perform. He that has begun a great work in you is faithful to perform it. Our God is faithful. I declare you will know the favor of the Lord and receive a harvest for your seed. And in due time, God will blow your mind with what He planted inside of you to bless the world as it flows.
He that has begun
A great
work in you
is faithful to perform it.
God is
Faithful to perform. Oh, He that has begun a great work in you is faithful to perform it. God is faithful to perform it. So if you ever get discouraged, speak to yourself and say, God is doing a great work. He's doing a great work. He's doing a great work in me. God is doing a great work. He's doing a great work a great work in me.
God is doing a great work.
So what should be considered as we proceed is that this work did not begin with you. Our mothers' mothers and fathers' fathers planted seeds when we were but the faint notion of a dream in their mind. They hoped for a harvest, a legacy, a great work. So may your next step forward help us to connect the dots and see this picture of greatness. In fact, I hear God say that you are His workmanship, His masterpiece, created for such a time as this, for great works, great works. So God be great. Don't get discouraged. God be great. Don't you get weary. God be great. Keep marching for justice.
Sorry. That is Brian Courtney Wilson. Thank you, Charity. I'm sorry. She's such a great show producer. This is the Artist Stage Radio Show. I'm Tracy Williamson. Thank you all for tuning in and checking out the Artist Stage. Make sure you tune in every week. We have so many great hosts on Tabernacle Radio. Let me just go down the list real quick and support some of our shows that we have on Tabernacle Radio. You got Miss LaVonja Hubbard. She comes on this Thursday. That's live with the Duchess. I think it's 9 p.m. Mondays. That was yesterday. If you missed it, you got to tune in next week. Hanging with the Hurts. You know Brian and Bridget Hurt? Y'all know Brian and Bridget Hurt? Hanging with the Hurts. It's a new show on Tabernacle Radio. You want to check that out. I think it's like 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hang out with them on Mondays. We have the quartet on Saturdays. Also, I believe we also have Nathan Knox. I think his show is... Let me find out because I want to say Saturday. His is Saturdays. The quartet is Saturday, and also we have Bishop Larry Trotter on Saturday. We got quite a few more shows on Tabernacle Radio, but please support Tabernacle Radio. But right now we got Mr. Curtis Lindsey and Miss Lanasia Tyson. If you see her sitting next to me, share tonight's show. Let her know that you support her. If you don't know who she is, she'll be there June 22nd. But while we're chatting, if you want to get tickets to the event, the recording on June 22nd, I have two of them. I have two tickets that I'm going to give away tonight to a caller. The number is 312-629-4499. I see Carlton Jenkins is checking out the show. Hey, Carlton. CeeLo. Hey, Carlton. How you doing? You good? Say hey. Also, my Uncle Garland is checking out the show. Thank you all for supporting the Artist Stage Radio Show. But if you want tickets to Curtis's event, call me before tonight. The show goes off at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 312-629-4499. Now, Curtis, somebody is telling me through Facebook and telling me on my phone that you coach them in spades.
Yeah, I coach them. Good one.
Right, he's rolling his eyes because that person is my mother, Ferronda Williamson.
Hey,
the good Dr. Ferronda Williamson. She wanted Curtis to know that she thinks she coached him.
Key word, she thinks.
And I know that's not true. I know that's. I didn't even acknowledge it, but she put it on Facebook to let Curtis know and let the world know. But I have also here Miss Lanasia Tyson. She is one of the artists featured on June 22nd. So you're gonna be singing, huh?
I am going to be singing. Double portion.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I know we go way back. Make me sound
Northern
real
Illinois
old.
University.
NIU. Yep. 1997. Back in the 90s when.
Yes. What was
it was a
Nobody
Chicago
Like
Mass,
Jesus.
Chicago Mass song. The Northern Black Choir. I was directing the choir at that time, and this young lady was a freshman, I think, at the time. She was new on the block on the yard at Northern, and she joined the Black Choir, and we had her sing real good Chicago Mass's song, Nobody Like Jesus, and she sang it. You know, like how Pamela Crawford did the whole little back and forth. She took it to another level.
That's because Tracy coached me there.
Maybe I did. I probably made her do it.
You did.
But she did a phenomenal job. So I've known her for a long time, and she's done so many great things since then musically, grown so much in her gifting, and I'm so proud of you and excited about the things that you're doing. She's here tonight because she's one of Curtis's artists.
Yep.
And she has a new song out. You want to tell everybody the name of the song, Lanasia?
Like my daddy.
Like my daddy. Ain't that something? That's a title.
Yeah, it's a story behind it.
They say like my daddy.
It's a story behind it.
We're going to have to find out the story to that song.
I would definitely be happy to share.
We're going to find out the story before we go. We're going to play the song in a few minutes. But we have Lanasia here because June 22nd, she will be one of the indie artists. Now, how did you get Lanasia, Curtis?
She submitted a song just like everybody else.
So it wasn't like favoritism and you knew her?
I mean, she's
definitely not.
Fam. She's definitely fam.
She's family. So it wasn't, because we can't have favoritism for this $600 rate now.
Hey, no favoritism at all.
I believe it.
You have to submit just like everybody else.
So there's a process. So you all who didn't know, artists had to submit music and
video submission with music and the song arranged. And these are things we talk about on the artist stage, just having things in order, because you never know who's listening, who may ask you something. We don't want to do things just any type of way, right? Yep.
So I couldn't just sang real good like this.
She had to submit the song that she wanted to record. We had a team of people that went through this time 62 songs.
Wow.
And that's what we got.
And Lanasia was one that was chosen.
One of the ones.
Well, I'm glad, because I know that she is definitely one to be noticed, recognized, and that she's going to go very far. And we're going to play her current single, Like My Daddy. I don't know, Lanasia.
I don't think it's necessarily her single.
It's not my single. That's what I said. We're going to find out what this song, because I want to know what Like My Daddy is talking about. What is this talking about? But before we do that, have you all heard the new song by the artist Childish Gambino, the secular artist?
This Is America.
This Is America. Have you heard this song before?
I have. I actually heard it on your show.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? Because Corey Barksdale was on the show and we talked about it, and we had some conversations about the creativity behind it. Have you seen the video, Curtis?
I saw some of it. It's very deep.
It's very deep. Do you like the song?
It's nice.
It's nice. Jason Tyson ain't like the song.
Well, never mind.
He was like, no.
That's my bro.
He was like, now, Calvin was cool. He was kind of cool on it. But I played certain songs on the show because I believe they're relevant to the times. This is the artist stage. Of course, we love Jesus Christ and we're promoting Jesus Christ and gospel music. But I also talk about other artists because I want people to understand the totality of being a part of the music industry. And it's not just one genre of music. This is the music business, and you need to know what's going on in the industry as a whole. So we're going to go ahead and play that song right now, and I want y'all thoughts after. Okay, and then we're going to talk about your song, Like My Daddy.
We can do that.
All right. Right now, the Artist Stage radio show, Childish Gambino. His real name is Donald Glover, and we're playing his current song, This Is America, because it is.
We just want to party just go. We just want the money just go. I know you want to party just for me. Girl, you gotta dance and shake it free. We just want to party just go. We just want the money just go. I know you want to party just for me. Girl, you gotta dance and shake it free.
This is America. Don't got you slipping now. Don't got you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't got you slipping now. Don't got you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't got you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry 'em. Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah, this is gorilla. Yeah, I'ma go get the bag. Yeah, or I'ma get the pad. Yeah, I'm so cold like yeah. I'm so dull like yeah. We gon' blow like yeah.
You gon' tell somebody, grandma told me, get your money.
what I'm whipping them. Look how I'm geeking up. I'm so fitted. I'm on Gucci. I'm so pretty. I'm gonna get it. Watch me move. This is sell it. That's a tool. Yeah. On my Kodak. Black. Ooh, know that. Hundred bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Contraband, contraband, contraband. I got the plug on who a hawker. Whoa. They gonna find you like Waka. Blow. Ooh, America.
I just checked my follow and listen.
You gon' tell
You motherfuckers owe me.
Grandma told me, get your money, black man. Black man. Get your money, black man. Black man. Get your money, black man. Black man. Get your money, black man. Black man.
Get down.
Just a black man in this world. He's just a buck cold, hey. Just a black man in this world. The next one's a phone, hey. Just a big dog, yeah.
And that was Donald Glover, known as Childish Gambino. This is America. He said, black man, get your money. Black man, get your money. Y'all don't like that song? Curtis is like, no.
I didn't see that.
I think it's very interesting.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
appreciate
creative.
the video more than
The video.
Just actually
Listening to it. A lot's going on in that video.
a whole lot.
A lot. We're not going to go into all the details, but it's something to think about. I think in the song he said 100 bands. So he's probably talking about the 100, like money, like when we rapping in bands. Contraband,
He
guns.
said black man is barcode.
Wow. Black man is a barcode? That's something. And in the video he has the white, I kind of think it's kind of connected to the book of Revelation. He has a white horse riding through with somebody riding on top of the horse. So it's a lot to think about in this video. So when you get a chance, check out, if you're watching on Facebook, checking out, listening online, check out Childish Gambino's video, because I'm probably going to play this song every week, just so y'all know whether you like it or not. And you might catch Kanye's new album on the show next week if y'all don't like Kanye. He got a new record out. Y'all know Kanye got a new album out? She's like, no. My song is out, though.
I'm not saying that.
Anyway, the music industry is what we talk about right here on the Artist Stage radio show, so the artists can become better. And I got an artist sitting right here next to me, Miss Linasia Tyson.
Yeah.
She is a part of Music from the Heart. June 22nd, Lindsey's finale. Oh, man. I'm going to be there, Curtis. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there on June 22nd. And if you want tickets, I got 2 tickets right here. Call in 312-629. I got 2 tickets. 312-629-4499. Call in right now before the show is off. I got 2 tickets. Don't miss it. Whoever calls in, you can get these tickets. It's June 22nd. You don't want to miss these indie artists. But Linasia Tyson. So you have a new song, and it's called Like My Daddy.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me what the meaning of that is.
I salute all men who are doing what they can to be great fathers. A lot of daddies are stepping up who are not biologically, a father, but they stepping in place.
Right.
And I just wanted to salute them. That song that came out a few years ago, That's Just My Baby Daddy, they butchered the word daddy.
Yeah.
And at that moment I was like, that is horrible. Not all daddies are bad,
Right.
In a derogatory way. So I just wanted, the Lord dropped those lyrics in my heart, and I wanted to salute, not to mention my stepfather who stepped in and was like a really true blessing to my family. Accepted us for who we was, accepted my mom, and he did whatever he could to make things better, and that was dear to my heart. And the reason I called it Like My Daddy
Please tell me.
is because I have a lot of brothers,
Okay.
and they think they my daddy.
Okay.
A lot of them act like they my daddy. So that's why I entitled it Like My Daddy.
Okay.
Yes, I want to be wise. I want to be smart. I want to be faithful and dependable. And that's how my stepfather has shown for my family and my brothers. I mean, I got a lot of them.
You got a lot
of them. And we argue, and I'm the oldest. But they
wow.
treat me like they my daddy.
Well, because you're the girl,
I'm
lady.
I'm the girl.
Lady. And it's timely because Father's Day is coming up.
Definitely.
Father's Day is coming up, so we want to make sure that we honor our fathers and our daddies and support them.
Role models.
And role models.
Pastors.
Pastors, everything, leaders, coverings of our families. And you mentioned the word, they're wise. You want to obtain the wisdom that they have.
Definitely.
Just like we said, don't just become wise. And of course, we're talking about the music industry, but just in life in general. And she just said the word wise, which connects with our scripture, Proverbs 3:7.
And I said quite a few through the song, too.
All right, so we're going to hear the word wise. So right now, I think we should go ahead and listen to Miss Lanasia Tyson's song, her current song, because I know she has more great music coming soon.
Yes.
Don't forget, 312-629-4499 if you want tickets. Fanta Brown is saying, hey, Lanasia from Northern.
Fanta.
Hey, Fanta. She was also an NIU Black
Yes,
Choir singer and member. So if you know Lanasia Tyson, go ahead and share tonight's show. 312-629-4499 if you want these tickets. June 22nd, Curtis Lindsey, Music from the Heart, the finale. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to be there. Maybe Childish Gambino will be there too.
Hey, come on, Childish.
But we're going to have so many artists there. But let's go right now to Miss Lanasia Tyson's current song, just in time for Father's Day, and it's called Like My Daddy.
A strong heart and a strong mind, lots of wisdom and you'll share it all. You're full of love, joy and peace, the characteristics that build a happy family. When you give your all, you have my back whenever I fall. When I pray on my knees, I thank the Lord for you and say that I wanna be like my daddy. Just like my daddy. Said I won't be like my daddy. Ooh, just like my daddy. I wanna be like my daddy. Like my daddy. Ooh, just like my daddy. Ooh, my daddy. Like my daddy. Ooh, just like my daddy. Daddy. The strength that you possess amazes me. The discipline you show it challenge me. You're full of hope, charity, the characteristics that made you mine. When you love for life. You have my back whenever I fall. When I pray on my knees, I thank the Lord for you and say that I wanna be like my daddy. Yeah. Ooh, just I wanna be daddy. Like my daddy. Like my daddy. Ooh, just you're so patient with me, my daddy. Like my daddy. Ooh, just like and my you're so daddy. Strong, my daddy. Like my daddy. Ooh, just like my daddy. Ooh, daddy. You're so patient with me, even when I try to do my own thing. You always encouraging me. Even when you don't understand me, you have the articulated mind of a businessman, always pushing me to do the very best I can. When I ask you for advice, you fall on your knees and pray. Seek the Lord on behalf of me. Ooh, I wanna be like my daddy. Ooh, just like my daddy. Just like you, daddy. Like my daddy. Ooh, just like you always daddy. Have my daddy, my daddy, like my daddy. And when I need you the most, like you're daddy. Always there, my daddy, like my daddy. Ooh, just like so my glad daddy. I can depend on you,
artist you see sitting right here next to me, Miss Lanasia Tyson, and her current song, Like My Daddy, right in time for Father's Day. I like that, Lanasia.
Thank you.
And it was produced by
The one and only
Rodney East.
Yeah.
Rodney East. If you don't know who Rodney East is, you really need to do some researching.
Fam.
Rodney East. And that is Lanasia's current song, Like My Daddy. So support her. I'm sure you can check it out. You can look. Is it available online?
Everywhere.
That's
all digital outlets.
iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, everywhere. So please support her and purchase her new song, Like My Daddy, for your father. Purchase it for your father for Father's Day. But we have a caller on the line, and hopefully I can give away these 2 tickets. Caller, are you there? Hello? Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello?
Can you turn? If you could turn down your music just a little bit. Hello?
Hello?
And your name?
Denise?
Hey Denise, are you calling in to get these tickets to Curtis Lindsey's Music from the Heart?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I believe you have got them. You have won 2 tickets. You have 2 tickets. Right. I'm holding them right here. If you watch it on Facebook or listening online, I have them right here in my hand. Miss Denise, and I'm glad that you called in. And thank you for checking out the Artist Stage radio show. Do you know Curtis Lindsey?
Yes, I do.
You do? Does he know you?
Yes, he do.
He does?
This is who?
What, do you want to say your last name?
My last name is Pinkston, Denise Pinkston.
Oh, Quincy wife.
Oh.
I know it's Denise, not Denise.
Okay.
That's
Well,
right.
you have won the 2 tickets for Music from the Heart on June 22nd. So I'm going to get more information from you if you can just hold the line, and so I can get you those tickets. But thank you, Miss Denise, for calling in and supporting Curtis Lindsey. And you now have the 2 tickets.
All right.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Have a great week.
Okay. All right.
So we just gave away 2 tickets for June 22nd for Music from the Heart. Miss Lanasia Tyson's gonna be there. Curtis Lindsey is producing it all. He's put it together everything.
Yes,
Production is coming straight from his heart. So yes, we do have a winner. And what you just heard before that was the new song Like My Daddy from Miss Lanasia Tyson. And Lanasia, are you excited about the new song?
I am excited about it. You talking about Music from the Heart?
This and your song is out.
Oh, that Music from the Heart gonna be good, y'all.
Can you say the song that you're recording?
Give God praise.
Give God praise. We had Simone called in earlier. We got Lanasia here. So I'm going to be there on June 22nd. So you need to be there, too, to support Curtis Lindsey and all the independent artists that he's pouring into and showing favor. The favor God has poured onto him. He's a traveling musician, a traveling producer. Where are you headed next, Curtis?
I think we're going to BWI next week.
BWI to Baltimore.
Yeah.
He said the airport.
The airport.
He said he's going to BWI. So you're going to Baltimore. That's where he'll be. Who will you be playing for?
Marvin Sapp.
Marvin Sapp. And like he said, Marvin Sapp has something special in store for those who are connected to Music from the Heart. So you don't want to miss out on that. I'm sure they're going to post it and share all the great information of what you never know, what may happen with Marvin Sapp. We're talking about a stellar Grammy gold platinum recording artist. Marvin Sapp is the person you want to know, and this guy right here plays for him and has. How many years have you been with Marvin?
It'll be 10 years next year.
10 years. See, aren't you glad, Lanasia, that you connected to?
Oh, most definitely.
To
Definitely. I was jumping up, like, really excited when I found out I was one of the ones was selected. See? Because I hope that everybody understands $600. That is definitely nowhere near the price from somebody who's working on their album. So I was like, $600? Oh,
right. She was like, "Thank you." She was so excited.
Please let me submit a song. So.
And she submitted it, and she was chosen. Well, let's check out before we close out the show with some more great music. Antoinette Herring says she'll be there next week. Thank you, Antoinette. Amos Greer said it was a great song, Lenasia.
Thank you, Amos.
And he's one of the artists
Yes,
that will
he
be
is.
recording on that night. So, Share Tonight's show, we're still here. I just gave away 2 tickets. At the top of the show, we said, don't just become wise. And in her new song, Like My Daddy, she spoke about wisdom and wanting to have the wisdom like her father. Also, the scripture tonight is Proverbs 3:7. Don't get rid of God's wisdom. You have to fear God first in order to take on the wisdom of Him, and then we have to flee from evil. So there's a lot going on. Those are 2 or 3 steps that we got to do when it comes to obtaining the wisdom of God. And when we do that, we walk better in His will and in obedience to the things that He has for us. I'm Tracy Williamson. This is the Artist Stage Radio Show. We got Curtis Lindsey here. Curtis, now, you also, of course, you're a musician, sing. No, I'm saying, you sing, Curtis? No, I'm going to say sing. I was about to say he's a singer.
He can, but he don't.
I think you can sing, Curtis.
Sing to myself.
But I'm sure he has an ear to sing, so.
Oh, yeah, he can
I'm sure
definitely
can
tell
sing.
us how he want us to sing and where he want us to go.
So that means you could sing. Right, he can sing.
That's why I got Gus Lacey as my vocal
The
producer.
best!
But he's wise. He's wise.
Very wise move.
He's wise. Gus Lacey just joined the show.
Hey,
Gus.
Hey, Gus, he just mentioned you, Gus, that he has you as he's your vocal producer. So all these different elements, the components that are necessary to make and create and produce a great single and project. These things are necessary. We got a very wise man right here. Curtis, you're also a husband and father.
Yep.
Your beautiful wife, she joined the show earlier on Facebook and said, hey.
Yep, 8 years next Tuesday.
8 years. So he's celebrating an anniversary.
8 years.
Applause for you. You better clap because she's going to be like, wait a minute. What's going on? 8 years next Tuesday. So if you know Curtis and his wife, please give them a shout out next week and tell them happy anniversary. So we gave away tickets on the show. We got Lenasia Tyson here. She not debuted. I'm sure it's been airing other places.
Oh, yeah.
But her current song, Like My Daddy. And we have Curtis Lindsey. We're going to close out the show. And also, this is Black Music Month. This past weekend, we celebrated the Chicago Gospel Fest right here in Chicago. Did you play on a Gospel Fest, Curtis?
Yeah, Friday.
Who did you play for?
Percy Beatty had a segment, Church Girls Rock.
Okay.
I think it was Keisha McFarland, Eve, and Kristen Lowe. And then Ray Beatty did a surprise cameo, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, wow. So Ray Beatty was in town. But Curtis, he played on that set for the Chicago Gospel Music Festival. We are celebrating Black Music Month. Every week I'm going to honor and celebrate an artist, so you never know. It may be somebody sitting right here with me, so you never know who may be on the show. But tonight we are honoring the Clark sisters, and they have done over 20 projects. That's Twinkie, Dorinda, Karen, and Jackie. So support them. Follow them. They are on everything, but we're sending much love to the Clark sisters.
Didn't they recently just go back #1 again?
I think they did from all that silly stuff that was going on. But it's all right. They need all the love, whatever people are saying, we know who they are, and we support and love them, and they're right back on the top. So what was one of their first songs, Curtis?
You Brought the Sunshine.
You Brought the Sunshine. And so continue to support the Clark sisters. That's who we're honoring tonight right here on the Artist Stage Radio Show. Well, I thank you all for being on the show with
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you, Curtis. You're such a great guy. Lenasia, you're such a beautiful woman and
thank
wonderful
you. And
lady.
so are you.
Thank you. And we gave away these tickets. So Denise, we hope we have her information. And Miss Denise, you have to check in, and I'm going to check in with you so you can get your tickets. To share tonight's show, let everybody know what we chatted about here on the Artist Stage. You don't want to miss next week's show because we're going to talk about some more important things of how to become better artists. You never know who I may be speaking with. But we're going to close out tonight's show with another #1 song right now in the country. You know, y'all know Ty Delaney?
It's the homie.
yes.
It's the homie.
He's always over in Wakanda somewhere in Africa, so, I think Ty may move to Wakanda. He really likes Africa. But I think he might be in town now. But Ty Delaney. Also, I'm trying to think of some other things going on this weekend. We know June 22nd. I'm going to give the information one more time. Friday, June 22nd at Resurrected Life Church International. That's 4538 West Fullerton, Chicago, Illinois. And it's $10 in advance and $15 in the door. I'm going to be there, so you need to be there as well. That's Music from the Heart, the finale. Marvin Sapp and Curtis Lindsey, CEO Keys Presents. But we're going to close out the show with Todd Delaney. Also, Jonathan McReynolds, my favorite artist that I talk about every week. He has something going on this week. Check it out on his Instagram page. He got like a game night, and he's pouring money into students with his scholarship fund, Elihu Nation. Elihu Nation. I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, Jonathan, but I'm still waiting for you to be on this show so you can say it yourself. But he has something going on this week, so support Jonathan McReynolds and so many other artists that we have, not just in Chicago, but around the country. So we're closing out right now with Todd Delaney, Your Great Name. We'll be right back here next week, 7 p.m. with the Artist Stage Radio Show. So don't miss a show because you don't know who may be here. But thank you, Curtis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lenasia. Can you all tell them where they can follow you and support you?
You can follow me on Facebook, CL Keys Music, Twitter and Instagram, CL Keys.
Lenasia?
You can follow me, go to my website, www.lenasiatyson.com, Facebook, Lenasia Tyson, Twitter, Lenasia Tyson, and Facebook, Lenasia Tyson Music, actually, Lenasia Tyson Music, and Instagram, Lenasia Tyson.
And I have one last thing. I forgot to mention this. All indie artists, and I'm going to put this in the comment section, please send me your new music at artiststageradio@gmail.com. I'm going to have a couple shows where I'm going to showcase all independent artists. You don't want to miss it, and I want to play your music. Email me tonight. Email me today at artiststageradio@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow the Artist Stage Radio Show on Twitter. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. So send the music, artiststageradio@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys next week. Here's Todd Delaney with Your Great Name.